Hello everybody, this is Leslie, and I wanted to quickly show you everything that I've done so far on my Dash of Dave design team project. I kind of got to the point where I kind of had to stop because things are progressively getting worse with my condition that I just still don't know what I have. But I wanted to at least show you everything that I had done up until the point I just couldn't do anything anymore. I do have a doctor's appointment, so I'm hoping that I will find out a little bit more information. I know that there's no issues with my nerves, so I'm still at a loss at what's going on. So I'm probably going to need to see a rheumatologist. But again, as you see, nothing's been done on the front and or the back. Okay, you will see that I did add these. These are actually clips that you would use on a curtain rod. And I had these and I never used them for anything. And I said, you know what? I'm going to use them as the closure. So I have one on the back and one on the front. So when I get to doing the closure, once everything is completed, then I'm going to be using these as the closure. So I'm going to just take these off for right now. And you can see I have it in the back too. So real quick, let's open this up. So as you can see, I have this closed because this is really, really big on both sides. What I did was I took Tim Holtz, those hitch posts that just screw on and screw off. And I have this lace that has the holes and stuff in it. So basically I just use the holes because you have all of this. If it gets real big, you can actually put the hole here. You can tie it real or pull it real tight and you could put it here. So that's what I decided to do for that closure. And what I did do over here is I took a brad, is it brad? Yeah. And I just folded over the lace and I inserted it through. I will be covering that up at some point in time. All right, so as you can see, I don't have anything in here yet. I do have a bunch of stuff that's made. I just don't have it in here because I'm not sure what I'm actually putting in there yet. Again, we have the tags in here. Nothing has really changed. We have the tags. We have, let's see, we have tags and stuff in here. And I put a tag over here for right now in that pocket. And so we're going to close that. And in the middle, I have this tied off as well with lace. And what I have is I have this flip up. And here, let me get you a little bit closer. I did this on my Cricut. This was the first big thing I did on my Cricut. I used the pen and I found a design that I liked. I placed lace behind it. And it is Life Begins After Coffee. And I actually took pens and my, I think I used my Inktense, yes, my Derwent Inktense pencils and actually put the color in and then painted it all in. So that's on that flip. Then on this flip, I have a tag. This I left open. And this I used snippets, or I should say clusters that I had. These actually were from a snippet roll. So I put one here and then I put one here, as you can see, because they are sewn. So I have an area where I could actually put a couple of things here. I'm not sure, I very well may, but for right now I just put the tag there. And then here we have, again, we have the tags. I did embellish the tags. So as you can see now, they are embellished. Okay. All right. So that is that flip. And then again, I have this booklet that I created. I have some embellishing. And then again, I think I showed you in the other video, but I did do some more embellishing on it. I put a stamp here. I did a little bit of stamping on some of them. And I put, again, a couple little embellishments there. So that is the folder. Just bear with me. I'm like trying to put this stuff together here. I got stuff all over. I had been cleaning in here, trying to do whatever cleaning I could with my hands. I am going to be hopefully moving the table that is in the office that I was using for work. I'm hoping to switch these out because that one I think is a little bit longer. Okay, so let's close this one up. Put that there and smoothie over. Okay, and the same thing. I have the same type of closure over on this side. Okay. Let me pull this out. And again, I did the same thing. I have the brad here. And then again, I will be putting something over that. Okay. So here is that cute little wallet that I had made. Okay. And again, this was made from 2 envelopes. Again, I don't have anything in anything yet, but this was a larger one and then a littler one. Let's put this around here. And then that fits into this pocket here. Okay. And then again, I have this little area up here. This is from Dave's Digitals, which pretty much everything here is from Dave's Digitals. So, and I have this envelope that I made, and in here I have this little card kind of that I made up, and it says your charming smile, and then I stuck a cigarette card in here, and then it just has book pages. It's made from book pages, the envelope, and I embellished it with some of Dave's kits. And that is from the Plethora. And as you see, I embellished a little bit again with some of my snippet roll that I had, and I added a flower that I had. I put friendship down here. Then over here we have our little booklet, which has all of just writing paper. And then I painted it all in a, like a bronzy color. And I made a little hinge on it because it fits right on here. But we're gonna open this one. And again, we have 2 little flip outs. This is all open, this is all open. Again, not sure if I'm going to do anything with it or not, but then this flips up. Move it in a little bit. And again, we have some tags. So I have this tag here. I have this tag here. I have this tag here. And again, I have a little envelope that I made. And again, this has just another little piece where you could actually write a little note or something on it. And again, this has Dave's Digitals on it. This is not one of Dave's digitals, but it just ended up being something from my stash. So that just fits under here. All right, and then over here, this is where I added on that piece that I had said that I was going to make. So let me lift you up a little bit here. So I did attach it. So I will show you once I flip it over where it's attached. But this is one of Dave's digitals. I added on a butterfly that I printed off of Cricut. And then I put "Remember Who You Are." And then here, let me see if I can get this into shot here. Okay. So I have 2 envelopes. Okay. So I have an envelope here and an envelope here. And then this one is Butterfly Bliss. And then this one, I have again another piece of coffee dyed paper. And then I have one of those cigarette cards with a bird on it. Because as you can see, I'm doing a bird theme kind of here. Okay, and then this one, I have butterflies all on this one. This was a 3D butterfly that I had in my stickers. This again is all Dave's papers. And again, I made another one of these. And that's all Dave's papers. And again, I have another bird card. And then these again, these are the mulberry leaves that I had purchased from Amazon that time. So I do have a video showing the Amazon haul, and also I do have some links and stuff. They are affiliate links, but if you do use the affiliate links, it does help me tremendously. So if you can use the links, I truly appreciate it. Now, this was an idea that I learned from Angela. Okay, and again, this is something I learned from Angela with using the tab punch, and I made these little pockets from them where I could put in these little tags, and I did embellish all of them. So they are finally all embellished. And as you, well, let me just take these 2 out. And as you can see, I do have envelopes up here on top. And they do have the little cards in them. And like I said, they are now all embellished. And then I embellished the tags here. We have this one. And then we have this one. And then this one fits in here, this one fits in here. And again, then we have another thin tag, or you could probably use it as a bookmark. Then I have them all embellished. Okay, so let's close this back up. So I did decide to do something completely different once I can actually get to it and do it. But I am not going to put regular signatures in here. As you can see, I made my template for my signatures. I decided to do something very different. Let me just shove this back in here. So what I decided to do is for each one of these, let me lift you up real quick here. I made out of heavy cardstock. I found this fabric in my local Salvation Army. They had a ton of fabric, and I found this fabric, and it fit perfectly. It is absolutely gorgeous. I got a really nice big piece. I did get a couple of different pieces of fabric, but look at this fabric. I was like, oh my God, it was like made for this kit. I was like, this was made for this journal. So what I did was I put those on the fronts, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them together. And then what I plan on doing is, this is where the signatures are going to be housed. Okay. So I made enough for the 6, and the paper and stuff is going to be housed inside here. Okay. Just as I did the other piece here. Oh, I got to undo this all again. Hold on. Just like I did with this piece here and how this flips up. Instead of it flipping up, you're going to have the signatures. Let me just use one. The signatures are just going to be in here like this, okay? So once these are together, my bird's upside down. The signatures will be in here like that, okay? So they will fit in here. Now, I plan on doing some stuff with this because I know that this is a little wide. I do have some ideas on what I want to do to extend some of the signatures. But like I said, there's nothing I can really do right now for any of that. But I just wanted to kind of give you an update on how I planned on doing the signatures, okay? I'm going to flip it to the back. All right. And as you see, I have, this is where the hitch posts are in. Those I'm just leaving as is. But I will show you, I don't know if you can actually see it or not. Here it is. Right here. This is where I attach that flat piece that flips. So I will be embellishing that. I will probably put collage down on that. And then once I put the paper and the fabric and all that stuff and lace on the front and back covers and design those, then, you know, that'll all be covered. But I just wanted to really quickly show you everything that I've done so far. So we are all done. And again, like I said, I just wanted to come on here real quick and show you everything that I've done so far. So thank you all for joining me. And again, thank you all for being patient with me with my injury. I have no idea what's going on yet, but I am hoping that maybe within, hopefully before the end of the summer, hopefully I will be able to get this done. If not, this may be a fall project where I will finish it in the fall. So thank you again all for joining me. And also too, don't forget, I do have links in my descriptions for Amazon. They do help me with finances for the channel. And also too, I have a buy me a coffee link down in the description. And I have a whole bunch of information on Dave and his Etsy shop and his YouTube channel. So please head over to Dave and we need to get him up to 1,000 subscribers. So he is within 100, I think, or 90 subscribers. So take care, everybody.